What's up guys, welcome to Poland's Garage, welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be reviewing Justin's brand new 72-inch 18-drawer US General toolbox. As you can see, he got his in this lime green color to match the tool cart. It's a really nice box. It's essentially a knockoff of a snap-on toolbox, and there's a lot of corks on this box, so let's get into it. Let's go over all of them. First of all, you have really nice caster wheels that Justin still haven't removed his stickers from, the security stickers, but they're pretty nice, tough casters, and they're pretty tall off the ground, so you can fit everything you want underneath it as well. So this little trolley fits underneath. The big Daytona Harbor Freight jug fits underneath perfectly, so you can store it away and not worry about it. You could most likely probably put the jacksons as well, just slide them sideways underneath it. But obviously, let's start with the main drawer. So as I said, Justin just got this toolbox not too long ago, so it's not perfectly organized how it will be, forever. It's just like to give you a rough idea where everything will go. You have your impact sockets right here, as well as a set of Icon impact sockets. Actually, really nice sockets if you're in the market for some. On this side, probably the most fancy part of the toolbox are those snap-on sockets. You get the short ones and the deep ones with this nice magnetic tray. Those will be filled with some cheaper sockets, just regular chrome sockets. We just have to go over them and organize everything. You got your extensions as well as swivel heads over here. A little bit more longer extensions right here. Got the collection of wrenches. Nothing fancy over here, but they all work, so that's what's important. And there is this bad boy wrench I've never seen before. I don't know how many of you guys seen it. It was a hand down that Justin got from some old friend, and that's why it's still here. It's a kind of cool idea. I don't think it was ever actually used. Got some Allen sockets, some misplaced Torx or whatever in here, as well as the longer Allens over here. And you cannot forget about the breaker bars. The breaker bars are always in need. And this is a tool that Justin bought that it's taking up the only drawer that it fits in, which is this ginormous wrench. You wanna explain really quickly to the viewers why did you get it?
So I went on the Mac Tools truck at work to go pay off some of the stuff I bought for work, and I was just walking around, and then sure enough I look on the ground and there's that thing, and he wanted like $150 for it, and then he was telling me, he's like, oh, I accidentally ordered it, I meant to get like this big ones, and those showed up. So he's like, I don't think I'm ever gonna sell them. And I was like, well, I'll give you $50 for it. He's like, okay. So that's the only reason I got it.
So yeah, this is the most pointless $50 ever spent, and it's taking up the main drawer in the top drawer of the toolbox because it's the only drawer it physically fits in. It doesn't fit in any other of the drawers in this toolbox. But yeah, so that wraps up the main section, the main drawer of the toolbox. Let's move on from this side. So as I said, this is still not perfectly organized, but this is the Phillips screwdriver drawer right over here. And then you have your flat screwdrivers drawer right over here. As I said, nothing is organized yet. We're still in the process of making it all nice. This is like a mismatched junk drawer, you can kind of call it. Everything that like you want to keep, like for example, stud gun, stud welder, stud. You're never really gonna use them right now, but you have them just in case. Some random washers, some random polishing racks or sanding racks, all the different misplaced bits that you might need one day. So that's what goes in this drawer. You have your clip popper, so you always know where it is. This is, I feel like every toolbox needs like some sort of junk drawer where you can just throw everything in, every little stuff that you don't need. This drawer, it's so-called detailing drawer. All the stuff to like wash your car, to like wash your rims, stuff like this, to polish the car, some paper towels and regular towels. So that's what goes in this drawer. Obviously, you can probably use it a little bit differently. You can use it as like a power tool drawer, but we choose a different one and we're gonna show you that in a second. So that wraps up this side. So now the almost main top drawer. This one's a little bit nicer. Some tools, some electrical tools are missing right now because Justin's working on the turn signal as we speak. But that's essentially what this drawer is. You have your ratcheting gear wrenches. They're really nice wrenches. Actually, I regret not buying them too because it was a whole set of standards and metric, and it was at Sears when our local Sears was closing, and Justin got the whole set, all of those, for 50 bucks. So it was actually a really good deal when they're normally like 120, I believe. And moving on here, you have some Pittsburgh pipe wrenches that get the job done. Never had an issue with them, and we use them multiple times. The hammer game is not very strong in this toolbox, as you guys can see, but that's really all you need for what we do. You have your pliers over here and cutters. You have your, supposedly, according to Justin, this is an amazing oil wrench.
Yeah, so when you are pushing on it to take it off, it gets tighter and tighter on its own. Like, you don't have to like squeeze it. As you push it, it just keeps gripping and gripping and gripping. So either you'll put a hole in the filter or it'll come off, one of the two.
Sounds good. I never got a chance to use them, but I guess they're great. It's some OEM tools, O-ring snippers, pliers, whatever you want to call those, with replacing heads. That's from AutoZone, I believe. That's what OEM tools are. And your angle grinder tool. And this is also a tool that I've never got a chance to use yet. Justin says it's really good. It's for like hoses, for like radiator hoses, so you can clog the radiator hoses and keep them shut while you're working on, for example, radiator. So still getting a chance to use those. But moving on. Well, this is I don't know why this is here. This is not gonna stay here, obviously. But you have your torque wrenches. First, Justin just got the two regular ones from Harbor Freight, the cheapest one, and then he got the Queen, because the Queen is actually it's actually a pretty decent torque wrench. I'm gonna open it for you guys so you can see. It's a pretty nice torque wrench. It's electric. You can change the measurements, everything over here, and yeah. That's about it about this torque wrench. I'm gonna put it back together later. You have your sliding hammer for the stud welder, I meant. You have some extra pipes because you never have enough pipes if you need to, use like as a breaker bar or leverage. You have a really nice what is this? Oh, is this Pittsburgh? Okay, this is a rivet gun. It's actually a really nice one. The only inconvenient about it is because it's so big, it's kind of hard to get in some places when you need to use it. But besides that, it's a really nice rivet gun. Moving to the next drawer. Oh yeah, let's skip this drawer. So this is, as I show you guys, the wrenches are right here. At some point, this is just going to become completely a plier and hammer drawer. We have to go over all of those wrenches. This is all hand-me-down wrenches that Justin got from someone. And we have to go all over them essentially and see which ones are like, if we have like sizes that like we don't have in the gear wrenches, we're gonna keep it. If not, like, they're gonna go somewhere to the side. But yeah, this is a tool we had to use. We had to make, create, and sacrifice one of those hand-me-down wrenches when we were working on the fuel pumps over here. When we were putting the fuel pump hose, we had to sacrifice one of those. And now this one definitely gonna stay forever. All right, so this is one of my favorite drawers, I think, in this entire toolbox. So this is all the Milwaukee stuff that Justin got. You got your, everything is cordless essentially. You got your angle grinder, which is actually a really powerful angle grinder. You got your sanding tool, pretty nice one. Justin used it, I don't think I used it yet. The impact, the Milwaukee impact, the 3/8. Awesome impact, takes off everything, takes off wheels, all the lug nuts, everything you need to take off. This thing essentially takes off, at least on like a car level. Once you get like a heavy equipment, that's when you might start getting issues. You have this tool, which is also pretty quick. It's a bit driver, I think. It's a really nice one, really powerful one as well. You have the Milwaukee Drill. Really nice drill. Also everything is cordless, obviously. Anyway, this battery is here. But with the kit that Justin got, he also had two different size batteries. You have the smaller one, the bigger one. It's cool because you can just press it. This one needs to be charged, but you can just press it and it shows you the amount of power that you have left. That goes along with the Milwaukee battery charger. Then you have your Saza. We actually used this Saza once at the junkyard because they wouldn't let us bring angle grinder, so we actually used the Saza while cutting. What did you cut with it? The wheel? You cut something on that was like a really powerful. Oh, on the engine, the main wheel on the engine on the.
Oh, the harmonic.
There we go, harmonic balancer. There we go. So it cut through harmonic balancer on a one bit because he only has one bit for it, and that bit is still here. So that one Milwaukee bit cut through harmonic balancer and everything else that we used it on, and it's still here and it has most of its teeth still intact. So yeah, moving on. This is Dorsey. This is our flashlight Dorsey. It's an LED, triple LED flashlight. It's huge. It takes like 4 hours to charge, but we got it from Sears as well. Yes. So those, as I said, when they were closing down, it was like a sale. It was like $15. And it's a really powerful light. You cannot see it right now because it's daytime, but at night you can. Yeah, it's like something around like 5,000 lumens or something like this. You can see the tops of the trees over there with like no issues. You can lit them up. That's how strong it is. This is a tool that I don't really hate. Justin, I don't think he likes it that much, but it's
not terrible, but it's kind of underpowered.
This is Earthquake, right? Yeah, that's an Earthquake XT. We took so many bolts and nuts with this tool and it came in so handy. I understand now because that was before Justin had all of the other tools, so I'm sure now he would just get it in Milwaukee, but back then we got it from Harbor Freight and this was an amazing tool, and this tool still works to this day, like still works with no issues at all. So this was a good buy from Harbor Freight, and you have the charger for it as well. So this is the charger for those little batteries. And I understand that now he would get Milwaukee just so he can have a Milwaukee everything, you know, but I don't know. It's still a tool, it still works. So this is kind of cool. We still haven't got a chance to use it. It's from Mac Tool, so this is an actual like nice branded tool. It's an what is it called again? The brake brake bleeder. There you go, brake bleeder.
So
yeah.
You hook it up to air, like an air compressor. You hook it up to whatever wheel you want to do. You pull the trigger. It sucks all the brake fluid from the reservoir to the back, and you just top it off. So there's no need for 1, 2, 3 hold. You just pull the trigger and it goes.
Perfect. We didn't get a chance to use it yet, but it's probably going to come in handy when we work on the Eclipse again. And last but not least, you have the Earthquake air gun that just needs to use at work. Now he just brought it here because he got a nicer gun at work, and I don't think we used it once in here. But yeah, that wraps up the nice drawer, the good drawer, you know. Moving to the very bottom, this is the everything drawer. You have some different older angle grinder. You have some boxes for like tools. You have some other boxes for the tools underneath here. This is the stud welder that I was telling you earlier about. You got your battery charger. This is a tool I'm gonna show you. We've never got a chance to use it. It was also a hand-me-down from, that was actually from Simi Valley High School that Justin graduated from. It was they were doing the shop and they had the tool in there. And I feel like this is the type of tool that we will never use, but there is like someone out there who like really needs one of those, or who could really use it. This is it for you. If you guys want to give us some more information about it in the comments down below, you can comment and what it is and what would you use it for, because we've never used this thing once. But yeah, so that wraps up the this drawer. There really isn't much. This is a chain for the engine hoist that we just put it over here. You got little chokes. Excuse me guys, we're in the middle of a video over here. Trent, want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah.
I inverted it.
So this wraps it up. Justin also got the mat tools mat, which is really nice. This is like a fender mat when you're working on the engine so you don't scratch the side of your car. But yeah, we can close this one. Nothing really special in here. moving on to this drawer. So this is one of my favorite drawers, just kind of as a joke, but we have all the size of zip ties you might want in here, different colors and everything. You have your safety glasses, your measuring tape.
Can I interrupt the video real fast? Sir, why are you not wearing your safety glasses?
Sir, can you not bother the viewers?
I'm not bothering the viewers, I'm bothering you.
This guy right here, this is the guy right here, which also we have a TV over here where we can subscribe and watch your favorite Poland garage videos.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on. All right, so there is the next drawer. This is all the Allen keys. I think they're gonna stay like this because there's not too much times when we actually use this type of Allen keys. And I showed you guys this drawer right here, and you have all the socket Allen keys, the longer ones. And there's more Allen keys in here that are like bits. And there's more Allen keys somewhere in here. So they're probably just gonna stay in the bags. They don't really need to be organized. And once you need one, you're just gonna grab one from here. You can find one. Some files. They're pretty cheap. They're 99-cent store files. Hyper tough, or actually no, I think they were actually from 99-cent store because I remember having a set of those as well. And you have some different like little precision screwdrivers. You have some more precision screwdrivers in here. You got your gap meters over here. You have some level if you want to check if something is leveled or not. You have some like extra lights. This is a pretty nice light that comes in handy. It's I don't even know what brand it is, but it's a rechargeable LED light. It's really bright. And you have the bottom one too if you just need a little spotlight. And also, what's cool, this part is magnetic, so you can just stick it onto something and have it flash on it. But yeah, so that's what's in this drawer. You have also some magnetic picks, so if you drop a bolt or something, you can use it to pick it up. All right, so going to the third drawer, there's an old soldering gun. If you need to use this, you can see it was pretty expensive back then because this is an old tool and it was $49.95 back then. So that would probably be at least like 70 bucks right now, and I don't think I would spend 70 bucks on a soldering gun. You have your meter over here. You have extra batteries for Justin's spotlight. Here's like a bigger spotlight. There's some extra batteries in here. Some battery charger, hose clamps, more hose clamps. I don't know why this is here, but some more hose clamps over here. This is in the wrong drawer. As I said, we're still moving into this toolbox. That's why there's some extra brushes. You have some chisels. You have some measuring tools as well as an extra cord. Here, Justin finally has a tape drawer. All the tapes are beat up because they were all over the place when we were finding all the tools to put it back in this nice toolbox now. We found all of those, tapes, because it was always like, hey, we need a tape, and we never had a tape because the tape was always all over the place. So you have some glue, some tape, some gasket maker, and that wraps up this drawer. Getting into this one. This is random bolts for the Eclipse that we got from the junkyard, and there's some electrical in here. But that's essentially why this thing is in here still. We are planning on getting rid of this thing and putting it all over there because this is like the electrical area over there, so there's not too much stuff in here. There's just some extra fuses and stuff like this. But you have some ratchets and drills in here. They're right in this drawer because this way you can open on the same level and you can remember where they are. So they're the same level, and you can grab your drill, grab your battery, and your drill bits. This is just like a paperwork drawer essentially. So all the like different paperwork from stuff goes in here. And this is a mess that one day will be called the electrical drawer. We just kind of dump everything in here, so we have to like go through all of this, like wrap it all nicely and tuck it away so you can actually find something. But this will be the electrical drawer. The reason for this is because this one's way deeper on this side, obviously, and this one is deeper than, like it's about the depth of 3 of those. So it just makes sense to use this as the electrical drawer. Just make it all nice and pretty, and that's what's gonna be in this drawer. And you can tell Justin doesn't have a lot of workspace on here. It's because he has a workbench on the other side. And this way this is like this nice corner over here when you have this brand new toolbox. You have the TV, you can watch your, as I already mentioned, all favorite Pwn garage videos. You have your speaker setup, your radio and everything, your tape, or not tape player, your vinyl player. And that leaves you that small room over here to work with, which is still enough if you just need to put something really quickly on or off. He doesn't also want to like beat up this toolbox, because all it does have right now is this rubber mat, and that's it. So if you put something heavier, it's gonna put a dent in this toolbox, in the top of it. So just trying to keep it as nice as possible for as long as possible, which I'm not blaming him, because this is a really nice toolbox. Also at Harbor Freight, from the electrical section, you can get those magnetized cords, those extension cords, which fits really nicely, and they're also green, so they fit this toolbox, and it looks just right, because this toolbox doesn't come with any sort of plugins into the toolbox, integrated into the toolbox. But by getting one of those, you essentially make it look like it came origin from factory like this. And yeah guys, so this is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you think about the toolbox in the comments down below. If you like it, I can make some more. We can review Trent's toolbox next, right?
Yes, sir. The smaller version.
Yeah, it's like a smaller version of this one. I think it's like just this, because this is a 72 inch. I think it's like 56 inch or something like this. But yeah, so this is it. This is the US General 72 inch 18 drawer toolbox in this lime green color. For like little future plans, we might make an update if you guys like this video, and you want another one, we might make an update when we finish it, because the toolbox is not done yet. Justin wants to repaint all of those black, so there's no chrome anymore. It's just all black, and this US General black as well. And once we do it and it looks right, we might make another video for you guys. But you want to wrap up this video? If you guys enjoy it and all this stuff, or should I do it?
Oh, you should do it.
Oh, you don't remember how to say it?
No, I remember how to say it. It's just I've been in this video for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, stay tuned. See you next time, and once again, let us know in the comments what you think about this toolbox.
I think it looks ugly.